All right, all right. LDMMAC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. And guys, welcome to my keys to victory for Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Dustin Poirier. This is probably one of the most anticipated fights of the year of 2019. Okay, this fight is very anticipated. This is probably going to be an action-packed, firework type fight. But now the coach is going to go ahead and break down his keys to victory. Let's start with the challenger, or I guess the other champion, Dustin Poirier. Keys to victory for Dustin Poirier. Number one, Dustin Poirier needs to keep a constant jab in the face of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib, he's a high-level wrestler. High-level wrestlers, their only response to deal with striking is to take you down. That's their response. But when you put and you stick a jab in the face of a known wrestler, they're gonna have a tough time with the jab, and you force that wrestler to readjust. And I'm gonna give you an example in this video clip. Now the video clips, they're gonna be freeze framed because of copyright and things like that of that nature. So, but I can use photographs to freeze frame. So check it out. Okay, here in this clip, you see Khabib Nurmagomedov and Raging Al Alaquinta. Okay, I always tell people that this is a fight. If I was a trainer, I would have my fighter. We'd be watching this fight right here because Al Alaquinta gave Khabib Nurmagomedov everything he could handle. And this, although Khabib dominated in the striking area and he dominated the fight, this fight proved to be a very problematic fight for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now we're going to freeze frame, okay? Now Khabib has his hand up, okay? And Raging Al, he's about to throw a jab. You can take a look right here. Raging Al pops the jab. And look at Khabib's response, okay? See, his response as a wrestler, one or two things. He's going to take you down or he's going to back up. Okay, seeing as though, Khabib really don't have a lot of room to shoot, okay? He opted not to try to, go for an underhook. Khabib threw his hand up and watch what he does. He decides to back up, okay? Just like a true wrestler. Now, of course, he tried to throw the counter left jab, but he's no striker. And Raging Out threw another jab. And Khabib's response to the jab, okay, to a good solid jab is to what? Is to back up, okay? This can be a very useful tool if you're Dustin Poirier. Very useful. And, Khabib has shown that he really and he's done this in multiple fights, okay? He don't know how to react as swiftly to the jab. He's either going to back up or he's either going to take you down. And this bit of information is very, very powerful when you're dealing with the likes of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib also, and I'm going to show you guys right here. I'm going to point it out to you. Okay, I'm going to show you with the pen, okay? Now, here, I'm going to take this pen, and, you guys can see where Khabib is backing up. But I want y'all to notice something. The man keeps his chin, okay? You guys can see this, okay? You can see his chin. I'm pointing it out. His chin's not tucked in. Now, this is characteristic of a lot of wrestlers, and not just Khabib, but it's right there. Hey, it's gift wrapped and saying, hey, you know what? I need you to take me out of here. The only reason why Al couldn't capitalize is because he's not the best striker in the world as well. But you get a striker like Dustin Poirier who can put power combinations together, who's not afraid to throw multiple combinations. And if Khabib employs this practice during the fight, Khabib could be in trouble. Could be. Now we'll talk about point two. Point two. Your takedown defense, if you're Dustin Poirier, must be on point. He's got to discourage Khabib. And the only way to really discourage Khabib Nurmagomedov is to stop his most devastating takedowns. If you can actually stop his takedowns, Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's going to get frustrated. And guess what he's going to want to do? He's going to get tired. Okay, he's human, just like everybody else. Yes, he has a definite infinite cardio tank. But people with cardio tanks, you still get tired. That don't mean your stamina's not good. You get tired, and he's going to get tired, and he's going to have to take a breather from taking you down. I'm going to show you some clips and examples of where Khabib, actually got frustrated with his takedowns not being able to be secured. Hold on. Now here in this sequence, you see Khabib Nurmagomedov and Raging Al. And now I'm going to show you a couple of sequences, and I'm going to show you just what Raging Al was able to do to actually frustrate and stop the takedowns of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Okay, here you have Khabib trying to get a takedown. He's got Al against the cage, and I want you guys to watch what Al did, okay? Now, we need to add on to this that Raging Al is a very high-level wrestler, so he's skillful enough to do what's being done here. But I want you guys to look, okay? So Khabib is trying to lift Al up off the ground, okay, with a single leg. He's trying to. Now, you guys, you're going to look at, I'm going to point out the hand placement of Al that actually made this takedown stuff, made it possible, okay? And there are things that he's doing with his hands. There are things that he's doing that this is very, very, very high level, okay? Some of the screen here, we'll pull the video down into the screen. Okay, I want you guys to really, really see what's going down, okay? Look at where Al's hands are, okay? He's using his hands, okay, to actually push off from Khabib. Now, this is a technique that wrestlers do to stay on their feet, okay? When you have a very good wrestler like Khabib trying to give you a single leg, what Al did was he put his hand on Khabib's shoulder, okay? He put his hands on his shoulder, and what he did was he just completely pushed off. Now, this is going to actually put him back on his back foot. He's going to balance out, and he's going to stay up on his feet. Okay, this is very, very skillful, a Raging Al. And, these are the small things in MMA that people just don't look for. Okay, and if we keep on going, if we keep seeing it, I mean, Raging Al pushed off, and guess what? Takedown stopped. Look at Khabib's face. If that's not a face of frustration, I don't know what is. I want to show you guys something else that that Dustin Poirier needs to implore. Okay, this fight with Raging Al Alaquinta, this fight, man, it can teach you a whole lot. And I want you guys to look at what Al does. So Khabib, he's coming in, he's going to try for a takedown again. Watch what Raging Al does, okay? So Khabib, he tries to disguise a takedown with the jab. He fights behind a jab. And then Khabib is trying to bring the other hand in to actually reach for a clinch, but Raging Al was not having it. And what did he do? He put his hand in the same spot just about, and he pushed off. Okay? This was a takedown that never got a chance to happen because Raging Al, him being the wrestler that he is, was able to prevent these type things. Okay, here we have another takedown attempt by Khabib Nurmagomedov. And guys, you're going to watch what does Al do again. See, Alaquinta, okay, and I'm going to pull the video down so you can see it because, guys, you got to see it, okay? You got to see exactly what he's doing, okay? I want y'all to take a good look. Watch what he does with his hands, okay? Not so much what he does with his feet, but watch what he does with his hands, okay? He takes his hand. Again, he puts it on the neck of Khabib, between the neck and the shoulder blade. What does he do? Pushed off. See? And guys, let me point it out. Let me show it to you because some of y'all can't see it. He puts his hand there. Pushed off. Okay, guys, this skill, only a high-level wrestler could execute this, okay? Only a very high-level wrestler could execute this, sorry, y'all, and actually be successful. And then he pushed Khabib's head down. Okay, this is to actually stop the angle, okay, to stop the forward hip pressure of Khabib. Because Khabib, what he's trying to do is he's trying to put his hips through Raging Al. He can't do it. See, if he's pushing your head down, you don't have the lateral movement to get Raging Al off his feet, and this results in a takedown that fails for Khabib Nurmagomedov. And if you look at Khabib's face, frustration has set in. Wow. Okay, bullet point number 3. Okay, Dustin Poirier needs to keep the fight in the center of the octagon. You gotta actually make Khabib work for these takedowns, and he's not gonna be as successful if he's in the center of the octagon. Khabib, his takedowns actually are much more effective when he has you against the cage and when he's able to maul you to death. But when you keep Khabib in the center of the octagon, he can't maul you, and the takedowns are going to become that much more difficult. And Raging Al Alaquinta had a lot of success by keeping Khabib Nurmagomedov in the center of the octagon. Let's go to bullet point number 4. Okay, throw combinations. You see, the problem is that people, they get so afraid because they don't want to be taken down. Okay, they don't want to be taken down by Khabib. So what they do is they'll try to throw one punch, get out of there, one punch, get out of there, and try to circle back, and that's not going to work. Okay, you've got to be able to be ready for takedown defenses, but you've got to throw at least 2 or more punches. Okay, probably 2 to 3. Okay, to keep Khabib honest, because you got to wear him down. You got to wear a guy like Khabib down, and also I should have put down, go to the body. Okay, guys are a little bit reluctant to go to the body. Khabib is human. If you attack Khabib's body, and if you can have a sustained attack against his body, he's going to slow down. And with those body shots, it's going to be difficult for Khabib to perform some of the same takedowns when your body has been compromised. And I'm going to actually show you guys a clip, okay, of just some of the things that Raging Al was able to do. Now, I want to show this clip to you guys about throwing combinations, and I got so much more. I just don't want the video to go too long. But Al was not afraid to throw combinations when he needed to. Okay, so this is him. He caught Khabib with a counter left. Khabib, matter of fact, he can't see counter strikes, and this is why you kind of see this man. He never wants to stand, and this is a clear indication of why. Okay, Khabib, darn good fighter, man, but boy, that chin's up in the air. Okay, he's got his chin up in the air. Now watch Raging Al. Okay, Raging Al, he's going to feint. Okay, he's going to feint a takedown, and here it is. Okay, he feints the takedown. Okay, Khabib being a wrestler, he knows how to defend that. Okay, but watch what Raging Al does. Okay, he feints again because now, see what Raging Al was doing, he was trying to get a response out of Khabib. Okay, so now Raging Al collected data. He says, okay, I know what he's going to do. So now let me feint. Okay. And watch what he does, okay? Now, see, he's looking Khabib right now. But watch. He's going to do like a very light feint. Khabib's going to bite. There it is right there. Y'all see the feint. Okay, now he's looking at the body. Khabib, he's looking straight ahead. Raging Al. And watch Khabib's reaction. Khabib is thinking that, hey, he's going to try to take me down. So what does Khabib do? Stuck his hand out there to stop a takedown, but that's not what happened. Okay? Bam, 1, 2, and then he throws one more for good measure, I think. Nope. Okay, 2-punch combination. Okay, very, very good work by Raging Al Alaquinta. Okay, very good work. And these things, they work on Khabib. It's just Dustin Poirier, he has to be smart. He has to be smart out there. You got to know when, because Khabib is not a dumb fighter. He's a very intelligent fighter. But Dustin Poirier can take advantage of Khabib being a pure wrestler. Okay, one more thing I couldn't fit on the list is how to get up from the ground against Khabib Nurmagomedov. I'm gonna tell you, man, this video versus him and Al, this is gems. Okay, Al Alaquinta is dropping gems. He don't even know it. But watch what he does. So Khabib, nobody gets up from Khabib, right? Well, Al takes his hips. Okay, and watch what he does. Okay, now Khabib is hitting him to the body. And that hurts. Okay, but watch what he does. Watch what Al does. Okay, he's going to, now notice that he pulled Khabib into him and then he rolls back to get the momentum going. Okay, now what he's able to do is buck. Okay, and buck, and he rotated his hips, and guess what Raging Al begins to do? Okay, all right, he's got the momentum of Khabib. He's got the weight distributed back to his right side, and watch, he's able to rotate his hips. Okay, now you think, oh, he's taking his back, but Raging Al, very, very smart as to not give up his back. He's in a better position. He's on his side now, okay? See, from your side, you can still work. Now, watch what he does, okay? Just really watch what Raging Al does from the side, okay? And watch his hands, okay? Now he's going to take his hand that's up underneath him. He's going to push off the ground. Okay. Grabs one of Khabib's arms. All right. Now I don't know. Khabib probably not really thinking that this is not anything much. Now Raging Al rotates into Khabib and watch what Raging Al does. Okay. He's going to push up off the ground. Guys, watch this very carefully. Watch what he does. Okay. And I got to do it by frame. Got to do it by frame. Okay. So Khabib thinks that, oh, I'm going to jump the back. It's not going to work. Okay. Because watch what Raging Al does. The clicking sound may get annoying, guys, but, you know, I got to freeze frame it. Okay. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. Okay. And you heard the commentator say he gave his back up, but watch. Al immediately grabs the hand of Khabib Nurmagomedov to stop the rear naked choke. Okay. Now watch what Al does. Okay. Now he rotates back into Khabib to loosen the grip. Okay. To prevent a rear naked choke. Now he rotates his hips. Okay. And he's going to take a knee. At this point, you know, he's about to complete the actual getting up, but he's going to go to a knee. Okay. Which, see, there he drops the knee. Okay. Now that he's on the knee, all he got to do now is stand to his feet. And guess what? Look what happens. You guys see what I see. Okay. He is completely back on his feet. And if you do this enough times to Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's going to get frustrated. Let's do the keys to victory for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Okay. So here are my keys to victory for Khabib Nurmagomedov. All right. Although Khabib is a very good wrestler, he's not as an accomplished striker. But Khabib Nurmagomedov does have a pretty decent jab. And he's got to keep that jab tight. Okay? If Khabib Nurmagomedov attempts to throw a loose or weak jab, Dustin Poirier is going to counter with power. Dustin Poirier is 100% pure power. Okay? Dustin may not set up his shots very well, but if he clips you, if he catches you, you're going to fall. Okay? Here's an example. And now I'm going to show Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway. And that fight really is a good indicator of what you can expect from Dustin Poirier. Max Holloway isn't the wrestler that Khabib is, but Khabib and Dustin is very strong. And for a portion of this fight, Dustin is going to keep the fight standing. Khabib is going to have to fight behind a decent jab to keep this man-child, to keep this beast called Dustin Poirier at bay. Okay, here's what I'm talking about, okay? You throw a weak jab against this guy, Dustin Poirier, and I'm going to tell you, you're going to pay for it. So Max Holloway throwing these jabs, there are no convictions with these jabs, okay? Dustin saw that a mile away, and what did he do? He came right back over, boom, okay? If Khabib does this, he may be out before the fight started, okay? And that's going to lead me to point number 2. Number 2, no firefights with Dustin Poirier. Khabib Nurmagomedov cannot get into an exchange and a trade-off and a firefight with Dustin Poirier. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, here you see Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway. They're exchanging blows. And Dustin had already hit Max with a nice shot. And I want you to watch what happened there in a firefight. Who do you think is winning these exchanges? Okay, who do you think is winning? Okay, damn sure isn't Max Holloway. Okay, Max Holloway tries to return fire, gets clipped again. Okay, Max Holloway is taking a beating during this exchange. Khabib Nurmagomedov cannot get caught like this, okay? He can't. If Khabib decides to get into an exchange like this, it is not going to be good for him, okay? He's got, Max Holloway literally, he blocked a few shots, but this was not a good thing for Max Holloway, okay? He's getting peppered. He tried to come back with his own shot. Dustin Poirier, 90% of the time, he's going to win the back and forth, okay? Khabib can't do it, and Dustin can continue to go because he's going to continue to throw power shot after power shot after power shot. Not a smart move if your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The thing with Dustin Poirier is that nobody tends to want to attack his body because his head is there. And that's a mistake. Dustin Poirier is a headhunter, okay? That's what he is. And Khabib can't play this game. He's got to go to the body, okay? He's got to go to Dustin's body, and he's got to do it often, and he's got to do it. He's got to invest in that body early, okay? If Khabib can invest in the body of Dustin Poirier will slow down, and the power on those shots are going to decrease and diminish greatly. But that's got to be the game plan, because there's a chance that this fight probably, won't get to the ground as soon as Khabib needs to fight too. And see, this, as a mixed martial artist, Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's got to make adjustments, okay? Yeah, a tight jab is great, but you can't jab Dustin Poirier for an entire fight and think that you're going to win. He's going to come in. He's going to clip you, okay? He's going to get you. And this is my last bullet point. My last bullet point. And last but not least, okay? Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's going to have to feint under wild looping strikes, okay? Dustin Poirier, he's going to present the opportunity for a takedown. He's going to do it. Dustin Poirier, he's going to get into the point where he's going to try to throw these looping strikes, okay? And when he throws those wild punches, he will be exposed, and Khabib will be able to get the takedown as needed. If Khabib does this, it'll be a short night, okay? Dustin Poirier more than likely will not make an adjustment to that, okay? That's always been his style. He's always been a guy to come and just throw these shots like this. It is what it is, I do believe, though, that American Top Team, they have been trying to refine Dustin Poirier, and they've been trying to tighten him up a little bit, and he's a little bit better. But his bread and butter, he likes a slugfest. Khabib can avoid a slugfest. He's just got to feint, okay? Because Dustin Poirier, he's going to present the opportunity. Because when he throws these wild looping shots, his chin is wide up. He's completely off balance, and he's very, very ready for a single leg takedown. Khabib just needs to drive his hips through the takedown, and Dustin Poirier will be on the canvas, and Khabib can do what he does best. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown of keys to victory for Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Dustin Poirier. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe.